Good morning. All right. Really let yourself feel seated, let yourself feel grounded. And before we even begin, I'd like you to take a moment for yourself and imagine what will be the rewards and the benefits for you for meditating daily for a month. Allow yourself to just take a moment and imagine that. What will be the benefits and the rewards you will get to experience as you keep your commitment to meditate daily for a month? In your own way, in whatever relationship you have with meditation, let yourself conceptualize that. Begin to imagine that. Get to know what meditation is even for you. And it doesn't matter if it's right or if it's wrong, it's what it is for you. When you imagine meditation and all the benefits of meditation, what are the good things that meditation is going to bring you? What are the good things that meditation is going to bring you in your state of mind, in your emotional body, in your physical body, and at all the levels that you know meditation will be good for you? And somehow, just by imagining that, feel yourself beginning to contact something, open up to something. And as you're sitting still, imagine that at some level, just because you're imagining that some energy is flowing in that direction now. So, the way we'll begin the meditation is with the eyes open. So, I'd like you to look ahead beyond your screen and let your eyes rest on a point. Let your eyes rest on a point just beyond your screen ahead of you. And let your eyes rest somewhere where the eyes feel comfortable to rest. And as your eyes rest on a point, hold your gaze on your point. And you'll find that holding your gaze steadies your mind, steadies your thinking. And allow that to happen. As you begin to notice it, give into it. Give into the feeling of your mind being steadied. Keep it very, very simple, very, very simple. There's no effort to create, there's no tension to generate, just very simply resting your eyes on a point and feel your mind being concentrated just by resting on a point ahead of you. Now, as you're looking at a point, open your awareness to the entire peripheral field. See the entire visual field, all the while looking at your point. And as you're looking at your point and you open your awareness to the entire visual field, you'll feel a kind of expansion. The mind rests in expansion. Now, as you become aware of that feeling of expansion, choose to give into it, soften into it, give your body to it as well. Let your body relax into this feeling of spaciousness. Still looking at your point, keeping your eyes steady and relaxed. Allow now your eyelids to get heavy. Let your eyelids droop now. Half close the eyelids, still looking at your point. And really soften your gaze. Create a soft gaze. Soft eyes, soft gaze now. Soft gaze, soft eyes. Now, as your eyes soften, bring your awareness to the breath now. The way that you're breathing, the way the breath is happening. The breath is a happening. It's not something you're doing. It's not something you're wanting. It's just happening, isn't it? Simply become aware of the air coming in and out of your nostrils here. And allow the breath to find its natural rhythm. Again, there's no doing, there's no trying, there's no wanting in it. There's simply the breath coming and going in and out of the nostrils. And become aware of these sensations. And rest in these sensations, the sensations of the air coming in and out of the nose. And soften into the moment, the breath coming in and out of the nose. Now, when you feel that the time is right, you can allow the eyelids to close over the eyes. Allow the eyelids to close over the eyes. Now, take a deep breath all the way in. All the way in, take a deep breath. And then exhale a kind of sigh. Releasing whatever there needs to be released. And let's repeat. Inhale another deep breath all the way in. Holding the breath. And then exhale another kind of sigh. and soften your shoulders and soften your belly. And one last one now. Inhale a deep breath all the way in, holding the breath here a moment, and then exhale again, softening. And be here now. Allow yourself to move into bare awareness. Feel the breath coming in and out of the nose, the eyelids comfortably closed. Feel yourself just aware, aware of whatever it is you are aware of the sound of my voice, aware of whatever sounds may be happening around you in the spaces that you're in, aware of the sensations of the body seated, and the body resting in this position, and the sensations of the breath coming in and out of the nose. As you feel the breath coming in and out of the nose, allow your awareness to become very subtle, and even allow the breath to become very subtle. There are times when the breath is deep and taking in big volumes of air. And then there are times when the breath is soft. And I'd like you to allow the breath to be soft now, a soft breath coming in and out of your nose, a gentle breath coming in and out of the nose as it's coming in and out of the nose now. And as you feel the breath coming in and out of the nose, allow the breath to become even more subtle, an even more soft breath. Allow the breath even to become very thin, a thin thread of air coming in and out of your nose. Allow the breath to become as thin as it can. Feel the breath becoming thinner and thinner. And as the breath becomes thinner and thinner, the mind becomes more and more subtle, more and more subtle. And you can feel and notice yourself going deeper into the meditative state. Now, thoughts may come and go, but feel yourself somehow deeper than your usual thought currents. If you imagine the ocean, imagine the thoughts simply the waves at the surface of the ocean. And as the breath gets very thin, feel yourself going deep down, deep underneath, deep down. Now, the breath becoming very thin. As the breath becomes very thin, allow your facial muscles to become really, really relaxed, a really, really relaxed face. The eyelids can feel warm over the eyeballs, and all the little muscles around your eyes can completely relax, around your eyebrows, around your cheekbones, around your jaw. Even your tongue can relax in your mouth, and the teeth can be slightly apart as the jaw relaxes. The breath coming in and out of the nose, and just following the breath. Follow the breath as you follow and hear the sound of my voice. Realize that you don't need to listen to me directly. You can hear me easily and comfortably, and you can even simply allow my own voice to move to the background of your awareness, as at the forefront of your awareness is the breath coming and going, very subtle, just following the breath coming and going in and out of your nose, and allowing the state to gradually deepen. And even as I speak to you, feel yourself just aware of the breath coming in and out of the nose. And there's something special happening as you move into this state. The brain moves into a slow brain wave state. There's a kind of slowing down of your entire metabolism, of your entire biorhythm, and allow the slowing down to take place. A comfortable, easeful state. And as you enter into this easeful state, all residual efforts, efforts that have been accumulated in the past, also begin to dissolve and to melt away. Just slowly, gradually melting away, and ease deepens now. Allow yourself to really move into this effortless state, an effortless state where there's no wanting or needing of any kind, simply being here now as you are, feeling it's to be very simple. It's all very simple, the breath coming and going, the body finding this state of balance, homeostasis, naturally and spontaneously, and feeling yourself to be in a spontaneous moment, as spontaneous as a flower opening up to the sunrise in the morning, the breath coming and going. You may even notice as you follow the breath coming in and out of your nose, that after the inhale, there's a very small moment, a brief gap before the exhale follows. And after the exhale, you'll find another very similar gap, a small gap after the exhale before the inhale follows. And allow yourself to linger in the gap in these moments. And even feel your relationship with space and time changing, time becoming more spacious, as if there was more time in each moment, spacious moment of the breath coming in and out of the nose. And settle in now to this easeful, effortless state. Allow yourself to even go gently deeper, somehow, in some way, into it. Allow yourself to go deeper into this state now, this effortless state, this effortless state. And in this effortless state, there's the feeling of being carried by something, a greater principle, a greater intelligence. In this simple state of just being aware of the breath, our consciousness links to a larger consciousness. Our consciousness links to the source of consciousness itself. And it's not something we need to understand or think about in any way. It's another happening. And in this connection, our consciousness is nourished. Our consciousness is supported. And all grievances simply melt away, get resolved, get healed, all on their own spontaneously. Feel yourself really moving into a very, very open and receptive state. An open and receptive state. A humble state. A humble and open and receptive state. And the breath is simply coming and going in and out of the nose. And the heartbeat in the chest is beating steady, slowly. And you might even, in some way, somehow feel the heartbeat and might even feel the space between each beat expanding and open to a feeling of expansion now. Very simply, hearing the sound of my voice and the peripheral of your awareness, as all of your awareness and your attention now is focused on the simple movement of the breath coming in and out of your nose, the breath coming in and out of your nose, and the small, spacious moments in between the breath after the inhale, after the exhale, these quiet moments, and feel yourself being nourished in this state, this effortless, easeful state. All old parts, everything that isn't truly you can fall away, melt away. And there can be a kind of rising up again, like a sun rising within, the light of what you are can radiate, a state of simply being now, the breath coming in and out of the nose. And now I'll leave you a moment's quiet and come back to you again, and leave you a moment's quiet and come back to you again. Merge into the quiet of being as you simply feel the breath coming and going very simply. The eyelids close, and with the eyelids closed, a feeling of openness and spaciousness. resting your attention on the movement of the breath. Resting your attention on the gentle movement of the breath coming again and again, entering a state of absorption and going deeper into absorption. Entire being carried by this rhythm, this gentle, soothing rhythm of the breath coming and going. Nothing but the breath, bare breath. Realizing how simple and easy it is. The meditative state is created by the way we direct our attention. And to direct our attention, we can rest our attention on the flow of the breath coming and going. Time becoming spacious. Life itself becoming spacious for us. As we open up to the flow of life, the intelligence of life manifested in the flow of the breath. Seated still, very still, still like a mountain sitting over the horizon. And even with the breath coming and going and the eyes closed, some part of you may feel and imagine the horizon in the distance, still and silent, a silent horizon. Discovering that the source of the peace and the quiet we are looking for is within, as if a well opens up in the simple exercise of following the breath coming and going in and out of the nose. The breath so thin, the breath so subtle, the mind so spacious. Thoughts will come and go and it doesn't matter. None of it matters right now. Feel it easy and make it even easier. Feel yourself letting go of the attraction we tend to have towards excessive trying or wanting, and rediscovering the joy of simply being aware, bare awareness. And in this bare awareness, the heart opening up, the belly softening, the shoulders softening, the face quiet and serene and radiant, a radiant, quiet face. So simple, so gentle, the breath coming in and out of the nose. Even deeper. Allow yourself to go even deeper into the state of absorption. Allow the breath to get even more subtle, almost as if you could barely feel the breath, as if the body was perfectly suspended out of time, deep in the field of time. The breath coming in and out of the nose, a very thin thread of air, a thin thread of air in and out of the nose. Resting on this rhythm, really allowing yourself to be carried. And feel as you allow yourself to be carried, a deep inner trust growing, a trust in effortlessness, a trust in ease, and feel in this ease a whole different you emerging, and get to know that you, the effortless you, the easeful you, ready for an effortless living, living in cooperation with something greater than you, within you and all around you. Feel yourself, your intuition sharpening, expanding, becoming more present inside of you. The parts of you that are, that don't need to think in any way, simply being the feeling you. Feel your feeling awareness growing stronger for you. And a kind of inner knowingness emerging of who and what you really are spontaneously. Does not need to be named or explained. And feel that comfort of not needing to name or explain. Discovering that being is enough, feeling is enough, knowing is enough. The breath coming in and out of the nose, very gently, very peacefully. A peaceful flow coming and going. And now, for the last few moments of our practice, I'd like you to visualize and imagine the flow of your day, the day that is ahead of you. Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. See yourself now moving into your day and the different activities that you have ahead of you and the different people with whom you will interact. And now visualize this peaceful, quiet feeling accompanying you. And imagine yourself as you are now throughout the day. Imagine yourself in this quiet, in this inner connection, in this feeling state throughout the day. And see yourself moving through your day with more ease, with more inner connection, with more inner quiet, with more sense of being, with more of what you really are and less of what you are not. And allow yourself to get to know yourself as you imagine yourself moving through your day in that way. Imagine now the whole of the day unfolding. And somehow throughout the day, at the back of your mind or at the forefront of your mind, the rhythm of the breath, and feel and imagine yourself coming back to it throughout the day, spontaneously, finding these moments of quiet again, of spaciousness and awareness again. And discover as you imagine how your day unfolds and how would you like it to unfold. And see yourself like that and get to know yourself like that. And smile at yourself like that. And even imagine the you living your day, smiling at you with gratitude for sitting in the morning like you are now. And take a moment and tune into your heart and offer thanks and gratitude for that within you that is drawn to be still, attracted to being whole and called home and called towards the light, the part of you that is in relationship with the light and ready to commit to bringing more of what you really are into your life and to let go of all that you are not. And so we can now deepen the breath, allowing the breath to really fill the nostrils. And I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And at 5, we can reemerge into the waking state, ready to have a peaceful, effortless day. 1, starting to rise back. 2, the air coming in and out. Feel yourself ready for movement. 3, 4, and re-emerging. 5. Now, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And opening your eyes to complete our morning meditation. And that completes our meditation. That was day 1. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for your presence. And so here we are. Um, this is recorded. Let me stop the recording now. Well, I'll keep it for a moment. Are there any questions about anything? So make sure that you like my professional page, because if you don't like my professional page, I can't invite you to the private group. I'm trying to set up a private group and it's tricky to get everybody on it. I'm trying to figure out the technology, and then I'll be able to share the meditations there, the recordings there, that you can catch it easily and follow it there. Okay. All right. So let's be in touch. Let's communicate and see how things go. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Where's the recording?